up, guys?
How you doing?
Got an LT1 in today.
Pretty nice car. It's a
94 Firehawk.
car number 436, automatic. It's got a stock converter, stock gear, so 323. It's got a built motor. It's like a 355 with a Lloyd Elliott heads and a 227 crane cam. Nothing crazy. Right now we're swapping these 24-pound injectors out for 36s. A little overkill, but kind of necessary to get away from the 24s. The 24s are gonna max out. I already know they are. So we're gonna take you through an adventure of tuning an LT1 today on an OBD1 computer. I'm not even gonna start with a bass tune. I am literally gonna start off with whatever's in there right now and just work off of that. I haven't downloaded the tune yet. I haven't done anything to it. I literally pulled it off the trailer right here, and I started taking the bolts out of the fuel rails. So the guy's from around Shreveport. I'm in Tulsa, so about a 5-hour drive. But he trailered it up here, and he's gonna go mess around in Tulsa a little bit and see the sights. So while he does that, I'm gonna tune his car. I was gonna show you guys something, a little something learned over the years here. When you get these injectors, they're dry. Okay, all the O-rings are dry. Get you a little Earl, and then wipe the O-ring and the O-ring on the bottom and top. And you will not rip your O-ring if you do that. All right. I've seen a lot of times guys will just put these things in dry and they'll rip them and like they blame the injector. Don't do that stuff. So you want to go in to the rail first, set them in there, and you can see I've got this side done right here, and then at the end I will press them down evenly and then bolt it down. I don't ever bolt them down if they're not pressed in. So just a little tip. All right, got them all swapped out. They're 33 pounders. I thought they were 36s. Whatever. Okay. Got some emissions friendly BBK mid-length headers. Got a Mazir water pump. Got a, let's see, an aftermarket MAF. That may or may not give us an issue. Got a lightweight battery. Don't see that too often. Factory ram air. If you wonder what this blue wire is, it's more than likely the water pump. Yeah. I hid mine, so it ain't no big deal. Looks like it's got some Taylor wire, some spark plug wire boots. Now, he did say he had an issue when it hit 5 grand sometimes. 5,000 RPM at bottom throttle, giving it the beans. It would kind of stumble and then pick right back up. So we'll see. I'm suspecting the MAF right now. I haven't even driven this car yet, so I've had issues out of those. So if that's the case, we'll put it in speed density and leave it alone probably. Or I might have another MAF laying on the table. So let's check for fuel leaks and download this tune and get started. All right, we are successfully reading the file. I have multiple videos on YouTube of how to use Firehawk. Pretty basic program, pretty easy to use. Sometimes it'll give you some fits if you're connected to like EEHack, or if you have EEHack open at the same time as Firehawk. Just whatever one you're using, exit out the other one and then it'll work. Sometimes you gotta pick whatever COM port you're using, so just select a couple of COM ports, you know, like just go down the list and try them and see which one works. Mine, it works on COM port 4. On another laptop it might be 3, 5, 7. It just kind of depends. The number is irrelevant, it's just which one the computer seems like it wants to be using. So we're gonna be starting off at speed density. So that means the mass airflow sensor will be turned off. We'll be running in with a MAP sensor only, MAP, and we'll go dial in those tables. So that'll be the VE, volumetric efficiency tables. Dial in some of this transmission stuff. Again, I don't know who tuned this or anything. I think it's been tuned. I'm gonna find out pretty soon here. Well, I got the battery replaced and still has an opticode. One thing after another. Still got an opticode. I don't know what happened, so whatever. It just takes forever to start.
seems like it runs okay. I made some transmission adjustments just now. I've replaced the battery. It actually starts now instead of, you know, the battery dying. So I'm not sure how old that battery was. So we're gonna go try to dial it in, I guess. I really hate for the guy to kind of just have issues, and he's 4.5 hours from home. You know, I mean, he trailered it up here, so it's not like he's driving it. So let's just go dial it in, I guess. I turned the MAF back on, so we'll just do a MAF tune on it. Just a kind of a, damn, I really hate doing this, but I'm like, I mean, it's really late in the day. It's 3 o'clock and the sun goes down at 5-ish around here. So it's just, man, it's kind of a shitty situation. I don't think I can get it on Opti overnighted. I don't work on cars. I mean, I can, but I just don't. Because of, I just don't want to be liable for this stuff anymore. You know, you try to help somebody out, and then, you know, you get, I always get bit in the ass, so I just don't do it anymore. I'm not saying this guy would do that. I really don't think he would, but I just don't do that stuff anymore. So let me, it seems to be recording fuel trims and stuff, and it's in closed loop, just both the fans are on. Man, what a day already. Can't win them all, right? Let's go see what more issues we can run into. I've been driving it for about 15-20 minutes now. Dude, this thing, it ain't skipping a beat. It ain't misfiring or anything. I mean, I haven't gotten on it too much, you know, but I hadn't died or anything. I don't know why the hell they would throw an error 36. The only thing I can think of would be like the voltage was way too low on that battery, and when I went to go turn it over, it somehow shorted it or something. I don't know. I mean, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I did what I had to do. I had to get it out of my driveway, so I jump started it. I don't know if that killed it. Surely not. I mean, it's a 12-volt system going to a 12-volt system, so I don't know what happened. I really don't know. I don't know if it was something. I don't know. So it could have been just gone on its way out the entire time, and I was just the lucky one to roll the dice on that key turn, and it decided to do its thing. So I don't know. I'm a expert on LT1s, but dude, these things throw a curveball all the time at me, so I'm constantly learning shit with them. Like I said, there's no damn telling. Like I said, it seems to be running fine. It just doesn't want to start. So it's on the low resolution side of the Opti, and I know that's what it's running off of right now. So the high resolution, it's just think of that as the cam sensor on a LS car, and the low res side, think of that as the crank sensor. So as long as it sees a crank signal, it's gonna run. That disc has multiple slots in it. The low res side has the couple, and the high res side has that 360 slots in it. So that's how it fine tunes things. So I guess it would be in batch fire if it was in the low res side. I'm not really sure how it works, but I know it has to fail for it to start. So yeah, that's the issue we have right now. I'm gonna do some transmission adjustments on it. It kind of shifts early out of first, just park throttle, and I don't like it. Other than that, it seems like it's -2% on the fueling, so not too shabby actually. I didn't even touch the fueling on that. I adjusted the VE table a little bit before I started. I know I said I wasn't gonna do that, but whatever, you know. Winning room. Oh man. Yeah, like I said, you can't win them all, man. So I'll I'll post this video, definitely. If you're watching it, I posted it. It's like, no shit. It seems, like I said, it seems to run really good, man. It's a nice car. It's a really nice car. I guess he's just have to put an Opti in it. It sucks. It should run about the same. It should just start right up. You know, I don't mind doing some remote stuff with him if he just bought a cable and like a cheap laptop. You know, I can send him a couple of updates. You know, I could have totally done this remotely, but he decided to bring it up here. And like I said, I don't mind. You know, I've had people trailer me cars from all over the country anyway. I've had people trailer me cars from all over the country anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. I like doing it in person. Make some content, you know. Let's see what she does. I haven't even put a wideband on it yet. I know it's rich, so. Dude, like spun the tires back there. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, Firehawk's got some balls. So this is a 10/8-to-1 compression, small cam, Lloyd Elliott heads, 30-pound injector setup. Stock converter too. I mean, if this thing had a converter in it, dude, it'd be pretty hot. Pretty hot little setup. But I'm also used to driving Corbin's car too, and his is a lot larger cam converter car, you know, and it books it. This thing, it runs pretty good. Well, I could not quit freaking yawning today. Well, so I'm gonna go jump on the highway and see how she does. Why did you pull out in front of me? Just go. Every single time, man, I'm trying to like tune a car, I get some slow poke pull out in front of me. Let's jump on the highway, see what you do. Yeah, that Opti code will not go away. It runs fine other than startup, so. Ah, man, I hate that for the guy, you know. I mean, you trailer all the way down here just to the first get up off the, you know, the first thing that happens is the Opti takes a dump. So I lowered the idle for him a little bit more, so I started off at 800. It's at 650 right now, so it seems to like it. It's not really that big of a cam either, so I got it shifting at like 5,800. It ain't anything crazy, so I don't know what his plans are for the car. It definitely needs a converter. It's every one of these are tight, man. Like I said, I would do a converter before I did anything with an automatic. That was the first thing I did with Corbin's car, was buy a converter. I mean, I knew what I was going to do to it. I was like, let's put a converter in it first, and then we'll get everything else. You just can't go wrong with a stall converter and an automatic. That is the biggest holdback on these cars, is that. It seems to run fine, so let me contact him. Like I said, I'm just going to stop tuning on it. It seems to run okay. The fuel trims aren't really crazy. Again, I really hate to do this, but it's just, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know if that has to affect the fueling, so I'm not gonna just sit here and waste a bunch of time tuning it. It happens. So, oh well. Let me get up here. We'll do a little walk around and stuff, and then that'll be the end of the video. Not really a crazy cam or anything. But even with a cam this small, it still needs a converter. Pretty clean car. Get like 120 something thousand miles on it or something like that. 113 or I don't know. Somewhere around there. A little over 100,000 miles. That's gonna do it for this one, guys. Kind of sucks, you know. I didn't even get to put the wideband on it or anything. I don't want to. I don't want to risk like the Opti just taking a dump on me like in the middle of here, and he's got to tow it, and I don't want to do that. So it's running. It's just not. It ain't 100%, and I don't like tuning cars that aren't like, you know, ready to rock and roll. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'll tell them to, you know, get a cable on a laptop, and we'll just tune it, you know, remotely. So that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all that YouTuber stuff. Sorry it wasn't too exciting, but hey, it's a Firehawk. That's an LT1. You know me. Love me some LT1s. Catch you guys in the next one.